Let's take a look at the steps for the Alla Prima method of making portraits. Begin by applying a ground to your canvas or paper, and then apply pastel to the back of your photo or sketch. You can trace your photo or sketch onto your grounded substrate, and then highlight your drawing with a wash. Here I'm using sepia tone, but other deeper tones work really well. Focus on an angular style to your drawing. Remember, we're going to be painting over everything, so this part can go pretty fast. Use your same wash to block in any dark shapes. We'll be working from dark to light, so this gives you a good start. For those of you with confidence in your drawing skills, there's no need to copy a reference photo. You can just take a look at your reference and start sketching it in with your wash right away. Using red, yellow, and blue, mix a range of skin tones, as I've done here. I like to use the edge of a piece of paper or a clear palette and hold it up against my reference photo to make sure my colors are close. I'm going to start working from back to front and dark to light, blocking in flesh tones, and then progressing to midtones, and keep on working until you get to the highlights or high key areas as I finish the flesh tones. I like to keep a wet edge as I'm developing the form, working wet into wet. If it's not possible to finish the painting in one setting, I definitely keep my paints in a lidded container so it's ready for the next session. Once I'm finished, I'm going to move on to other details, adding texture to the hair. You can start to develop the clothing, mix a little bit of skin tone into the whites of the eyes, dry brush, wash, carding, scumbling, sgraffito, all these things come into play once the form of the face is developed. Now we use all these other techniques to develop the painting. I like to pick a color towards the end for the background. Once the portrait is almost done, I like to think about what colors could really make it pop. In this case, I used the blue to try to push the textures of the shirt and the headband and the eyes. Once you feel like your painting is about finished, I like to take a look at it, think about improvements that could be made. Let's mix up some more intense colors and add some vibrancy to the skin tone. Here I'm gonna use some wet into wet, some wash, some dry brush, and some mix on the canvas style techniques to improve the colorfulness of this portrait. To finish this portrait, I wanted to develop the form just a little bit more. So I started adding a little bit more low-key color to develop the shadows, to push the shoulders back, and to develop the texture and the folds of the ear.